So this is the Airbnb that I'm staying in. Let me get up and show you guys. It's really not that big. It's actually a guest house right behind somebody's house. But yeah, I really like it. It's perfect, especially with me just being by myself. And here is the bathroom. Excuse my voice, I literally just woke up. Literally just woke up. But yes, that's the Airbnb. Let me actually see if I can show you guys. I'm gonna show you I can just show you the outside from inside actually. Isn't it so beautiful? And then that's the Airbnb owner's house. So yeah, I felt really safe staying here because, you know, I'm just staying in the back of somebody's house. Hi guys, so I'm in Atlanta solo dolo. This is the first trip I've ever taken by myself. And when the pandemic died down, I told myself, I want to travel more. When I turn 30, I'm going to start traveling more. But I was just like, well, who am I going to travel with? Because a lot of times, you know, people work 9-to-5 jobs. They can't just take off whenever they want. You know, people have a limited amount of vacation time. And sometimes people might just not have the funds, and that's okay too. But something in my spirit said, why don't you just travel by yourself? But then, of course, my logical mind kicked in, and I'm like, no, that's dangerous. You can't travel alone. You're a woman. But then my spirit was like, why can't you travel alone? There's plenty of women that travel alone. It's women that travel outside of the country by themselves. I'm gonna be real, I'm not there yet. I'm not going out the country by myself, but I can go to different states in the US by myself. Why not? I am my own best friend. I have to stop waiting on other people to live my life. It's my life. I am my own best friend. As long as I have myself and God, that's really all I need. So yeah, here we are. I actually got here last night, but I'm gonna be real, I didn't feel like recording. But today I'm about to go to the botanical garden. I'm so excited. I seen the Instagram and I'm like, oh my God, this looks breathtaking. I'm sure it's probably even more breathtaking in person. So yeah, I will see you guys soon. Bye. Botanical garden, botanical garden. What's up, buddy? Videos really don't do this place justice. It's so beautiful. Hey, buddy. Okay, I know them leaves good. He's like, let me get my little morning salad. Let me get my little morning salad. Oh shoot, here come the baby. Here come the baby. What y'all doing? Where you going, little Bambi? Where you going, Bambi? Hola, mi amores. So last night I had an amazing time. I didn't go out to no bars, I didn't go out to no clubs. I literally just stayed at Atlantic Station for like 4 hours. I was just walking around, people watching, even connecting with some new people, just having conversations with strangers. That was fun. This whole like traveling by yourself thing, it is really forcing me outside of my comfort zone. And I feel like when you force yourself out of your comfort zone and you challenge yourself, that builds your confidence. But I'm not gonna lie, it is a little bit of a challenge and it is a little bit of a struggle traveling by yourself, for the simple fact that when you're trying to figure out things, or you're lost, or you don't know where to go, what to do, you have to just figure it out on your own, or you have to have the courage to walk up to a stranger and ask them, "Can you help me? Can you show me where this is? Can you tell me how to get here? Can you da 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 da?" And I feel like that's beautiful because again, it forces you outside of your comfort zone. But yeah, I realize it's not as easy as I thought it would be. It's not all rainbows and butterflies. There's pros and cons to traveling by yourself, just like there's pros and cons to traveling with other people. But the one thing I do love about traveling by myself, I am not running on nobody else's time. I can do whatever the fuck I want and I don't have to be considerate of another person. But on the flip side to that, like I said, it is a little challenging because it's just you. You don't have another person to bounce ideas off of or to depend on as kind of like a security blanket. Also, you don't have somebody to take pictures of you. When I went to the botanical garden, I was so mad because I'm like, man, this would be such a cute pic. And of course, I could have asked a stranger, but let's be real. A stranger is not going to be as patient as your friend or family member would be. If you don't like the picture, you could tell your friend, "Can you take it again? Can you do this angle? Can you do this? Can you do that?" And they're going to be patient. A stranger, they only going to do it maybe 1 or 2 times. And if you don't like it, they're going to look at you like, okay, you're doing too much. But even sometimes a stranger might say yes to taking a picture of you. Even when they really don't feel like it, they just say yes to be nice. And I'm really sensitive to people's energy. So I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to do that. I'm not even going to force it. But yeah, after I got done walking around Atlantic Station and people watching and connecting with new people, having conversations with strangers, I decided to find me a little spot to sit and read a book. And I probably sat there for like 2 hours reading my book, and it was so peaceful. Even in the midst of, kids running around and playing, people talking and laughing, it was so peaceful. I felt like I was in it and I was a part of it, but I also felt like I was in my own little world. But it was a couple people that walked past like, "What you reading?" It was even some dudes trying to holler at me as I'm reading my book. And I just smiled and rolled my eyes because I don't get annoyed by it because I'm like, shoot, I don't blame you. If I wasn't me, I would try to talk to me too. Not trying to be cocky. I'm just being honest. But yeah, that was so beautiful. After I read the book, after I was like reading my book or whatever, I walked around again. It was probably like 10 o'clock at night. And I already know people are going to be like, "Oh, you're a woman. You're walking around at 10 o'clock at night in Atlantic Station by yourself." Chill. They have security guards that be walking around too. And I was right by the police station. Actually, one of the benches that I sat at, I was literally right beside a police van. Smoking a joint, literally sitting on a bench right beside the police van. And I didn't care. Like, I wasn't worried about it. The worst they'll probably do is tell me like, "Hey, can you put that out?" And I'm like, "Yes, officer, no problem." But yeah, I didn't have any fear. I didn't feel any anxiety. I didn't feel self-conscious, any of that. That's why I say, like, I had such a beautiful time last night. And I didn't go to no bars, clubs, or nothing. Everybody's idea of fun is different, and it's nothing wrong with that. Me personally, I don't feel like, oh, wherever the hype is, that's where I want to be. Wherever everybody at, that's where I want to be. No, I actually want to be the opposite of that. Because I don't know, I want to call myself an introvert. I would just say I really value my alone time, and I really value my time with God. Like, I really value my peace. My family and friends, they've been concerned about me, and I don't get frustrated by it because I get it. I understand it's a lot of crazy things that happen in this world, especially to women. However, I'm not going to lie, it disappoints me how much people live in fear. Yeah, I know crazy things happen in this world, but God is my protector. If I pray and I have faith in God, I believe God is going to protect me and take care of me. So I haven't been fearful at all anywhere I go. Even if it's nighttime, I'm out by myself. Of course, I pay attention to my surroundings, but at the same time, I'm not about to be living in fear. I don't care if I'm a woman. I don't care if I'm a man. I don't care if I'm an animal. Like, I'm not living in fear, because living in fear is not living. But I'm not going to start preaching. I'm not going to start preaching because I'm hungry as hell. And I'm about to go to a place called Five Church Buckhead. I think that's the name of it. It's a little more upscale, classy. So yeah, I hope the food is good. I will get back to y'all, and yeah, bye. See y'all soon. Walking these Atlantic Station streets. Don't worry about me, guys. It's a bunch of cops around here. Bunch of cops and security people around here. So I don't want anybody to be alarmed when they watch this. Like, oh my gosh, she's walking by herself at night. I'm good. And I got the Lord's protection. I wish I could play. Good morning. Today is my last day. I leave in like 3 hours. But before I leave, I want to try one more spot. It's a vegan spot. So I'm really excited. Before I end this vlog, it's a really important message that I need to share. A lot of times we think, once I'm healed and I'm walking in my purpose and walking in my light and walking with God, everything is going to be rainbows and butterflies. No, it's actually the complete opposite. Anything, the devil works even harder because he realizes, oh, this ain't the same person that I easily used to be able to manipulate and control. Oh, now I got to find even more clever ways to get into her head. I have to find a way to stop her from being the person I know God is about to make her into. But I realize in those moments, you have to pray even harder. You have to meditate even more. You have to give God thanks and praise God even more, because that's going to be your weapon to fight against those attacks. I'm going to be real. Don't get me wrong. I had a great time, but I'm going to be real. The devil was working overtime. He was trying so hard to get into my head. The whole time I've been here, he's been trying to steal my joy. But guess what? I would allow myself to cry and release, and then I would pray. I would immediately go into deep prayer, and at the end of every prayer, I give God thanks. I give God thanks. I glorify God. I tell God, look, God, I don't care what my physical reality looks like. I'm giving you praise in advance for what I know you're about to do, for where I know you're about to take me. I didn't mean to start preaching. I really felt like somebody needed to hear that. When you are chosen and you start walking in that, the devil is going to want you even more. So you got to have your weapons ready.